Hi, I'm Juliana. I'm one of the co-founders of the Bulgarian Forensics League, and I'm here to talk to you about different research strategies you can use when you're preparing for the debates. So, as you may know, we publish the debate resolutions on our website in advance. This will help you to be able to prepare and to create better arguments. So, there's sort of a four-part plan and process I'm going to talk about. Step 1, you should brainstorm. All of the resolutions that you will have are value debates. What that means is that a value, something that you hold near and dear to you, or a way that you view the world, that is what is central to these debates. So you need to, as you begin to think about all these different resolutions, you really need to figure out and brainstorm what the value is that these debates are about. Begin to think about what you as a team want to argue for, and what are different values that you think that other teams will be arguing for. I would recommend for this process to maybe be at a blackboard and just write lots of different values on the board. The more creative that you get, the better. What sort of creative arguments can you as a team come up with that nobody else will have prepared for? Or, in the process of doing this, maybe you will be able to predict some arguments that other teams will be thinking of. But it's really important to just don't be bound by what you think the value should be. Figure out what you think are different ways you can understand these values. And the second thing that you should then do after that brainstorming is to then really hone in what the particular value is that you are going to be arguing for. You should be able to say this value front and back in your sleep. It should be something that you clearly understand and that you're able to articulate and that you really know. So if you're going to argue something about quality of life for individuals, you should really be able to articulate, what does quality of life mean? Why is that something that we should be valuing? Is it even something that should be valued? And that's something that will just help add clarity to the debate, but also make it better, easier for your opponents. So if they have a question about sort of what you believe, then you'll be able to answer that for them. Now the third thing that you should do, number 3, is to begin research. This, at least for me, maybe that's because I'm in grad school, is the really, really fun part. So down below in the links somewhere, there's going to be a link to the IDEA debate page. And this is a really great resource that you guys should use. On this webpage, they have different resources for each of the debate topics that we chose. And so this is a really great place that I think you guys should you should begin looking at and to use. But you can, of course, use the rest of the World Wide Web or other places. And then number 4 is that I think you guys should actually start writing out your cases. Now, you won't get to bring these in with you when you do the debates, but I found it really helpful when I debated in college was if I had already sort of written out beforehand what some of these different debates were in the exact same format as it would be if at the time of the tournament. So you would essentially write sort of like the first speech sort of in advance, not necessarily like word for word, but having an outline. That not only helps you to become more clear in terms of what the different structures are for the debate, but it also means that you are then very, very ready for when you get that resolution at the tournament to then have a really good, to then be really well prepared. And so that's sort of how you should prepare if you're the government team. Then if you're the opposition team, which you won't know until the tournament, you should just go through and be able to figure out what are different counter values. What value do you think that most people are going to be arguing for? And then what are some clear arguments that you can come up with against these particular, the particular arguments that you have and that you think that other teams are going to make. So best of luck to you guys as you prepare, and I think it's going to be a really great tournament, and I hope you learn a lot.